Alright, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Kahalayim Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kwakadash, and I give honor to the apostles and the elders of our Grand Millstone, and I shalom to you, sincere brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kwakadash, and so shalom to you believers also. Alright, I'm back again with another lesson. And this lesson right here is going into this protest that took place in Melbourne. Okay, what is 8 hours ago, I guess, and I just did another a video last night going into how he is coming with draconian laws, man. But I'm gonna just play this video right here. I was watching it, while I was still at work, and then I thought once I get home, I'll do this lesson right here, just to show you, what's happening over there in Melbourne. After I think it was one or two cases that was found 2 days ago, and they went into the sixth lockdown. You see, so people are getting tired of it. What you're about to see here is people, getting tired of these things. I'm just get a few precepts on that. So Lord willing, tomorrow I'll do a few videos. I gotta probably redo my testimony. The one YouTube took down. Do more videos on the things that I just been seeing happening over here at my job, or outside my workplace and all that. Just to warn brothers and sisters out there, man. All right. So let's go ahead and play this video right here.
Started with a clash on the streets as protesters turned on police. One officer was assaulted and flares set off when hundreds went on an anti-lockdown march in the CBD.
Police outnumbered and under threat after one of their own was attacked. The crowd hit with capsicum spray, forcing them back after an officer was pushed over and kicked on the ground.
Kicking a police officer while he's down is a dog act.
At last-minute revolt as Lockdown 6 began, hundreds of protesters, many unmasked, marching through the city and letting off flares. Not just hardline demonstrators voicing their anger and desperation.
Stop destroying our children's future!
There were concerned mums and dads, business owners, who are very concerned about how the lockdown is impacting their lives, but there is absolutely a hardcore element of people who see this as an opportunity to pick a fight with police.
There were 15 people arrested for breaching bail and giving false names. Another 16 fined. 4 of the organisers are expected to be charged on summons.
You are the reason why I'm locked under the moment.
One man, who police say was behind previous protests, still being held in custody.
I know he's rotting in a cell.
Little sympathy from officers forced to keep order in a tired and troubled city.
And live now to Tegan Doling at police headquarters. Tegan, police have released vision of 2 protesters they're looking for.
So there you see, what's happening. People are getting tired of this, this draconian measure that he's bringing in over here in Australia, especially over there in Melbourne, because this is, they got it worse. All right, Melbourne got it worse during these lockdowns. Okay, Melbourne was the main city that really got was getting lockdown after lockdown. So people over there are tired and sick of these lockdowns, and people waking up to know that this is nothing but a way over the government is trying to control people. Most of those people, as you can see, none of them was wearing masks because they know this whole nude old one, whatever. You saw nothing but fake, pushing for the NWO, all right. And plus, people, they're screaming for they out there protesting for their freedom, because Esau is taking away their rights, and that's what Isaiah 10:2, or Isaiah 10:1 and 2, so so from there, they don't want to go through the same thing they went through last time, because last time, one of the lockdown they went through, it was worse, man. They had worse, but hey, it's gonna happen, man. Stuff like this is gonna happen, all right. This is nothing new. People need to get used to it. This is the new normal, all right. This is the new normal. A lot of people don't want to believe it and really live with it, that this is the new normal. Things ain't gonna be the way they used to be unless you comply to these devils and WO, or get the whole the thing in you, all right. So yeah, man. But let me go ahead and get a few precepts and close up the lesson, and hopefully make be edified. Right, so this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. All right, so there's divisions going on, man. You got the anti, the thing, and the ones who's with it, the ones who's gonna worship the beast. All right, the ones who's gonna bow down to the image of the beast. All right. So you got that happening right now. You got the ones who's really complying to his ways, and you got the ones who's not gonna comply to his ways. All right, and they're the ones who's going and fighting against the police, the government, and all that. But see, what you're seeing right now is nothing, because it's gonna get worse, man. Them police officers you see right there, it's like them places you see over there, trying to fight and all that. In a minute, once they know that the government ain't for them, well, they ain't gonna be doing this. They ain't gonna be out there working. UN or these foreign militaries are gonna take overs, man. All right. So them people ain't gonna be out there being stupid and all that. They're gonna get fucked. Get killed, and that's what's gonna happen. All right. But none of these people really know, what's ahead of them. Okay, they don't know what's ahead of them, man. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 15, and verse 2, just real quick. And I saw one of his, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wandered after the beast. So a lot of people they're gonna wander after the beast. The ones who comply with with this image of the beast that they're trying to bring in. A lot of people they are gonna do that. Okay, they're gonna they're gonna be deceived, man. All right, and they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, "Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make a war with him?" Eventually that also is gonna it's gonna take a place, man. Where people are really gonna think that this devil or this image of the beast is for them. All right, it's you know the government is for them, or the NWO is this is it here. All right, we have to bow down to it. Then you're gonna have the ones who's not gonna be with it, man. This is right here. When you jump to Revelation chapter 13, verse 14 and 15 says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image of the beast which he had wounded by sword and did live. And this is talking about today of the NATO, EU, American being part of it, Canada, also Australia's gonna follow. It's gonna follow the beast, man. All right, they're gonna be under that. Okay. Because if you, when you go into the history, the one, which he had the wound that was by the sword, that was the ancient Roman Empire, all right. But now it's the ancient Roman Empire is back, with NATO, EU, America, Canada combined to make out what the ancient Rome, the modern Roman Empire, should I say, and which and from there, they what is it, counted as the beast as well. It's verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay, the system of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So, yeah, man, that's gonna happen also. Okay, not everybody is gonna worship the image of the beast, the new system. They're not gonna be with it. The new, the I don't wanna say because I need to find the reason why my second page was struck. I wanna go through and see what the information was, because I know I used the NWO, but I said it how it is said. So NWO, if you don't worship that system, you're gonna be killed. And that's why you see these people rising up early right now and fighting against them. Okay, against the system. This system they're trying to bring in. Okay, Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2, and I'll set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, a kingdom against kingdom. All right. So in our video, what you see is a bunch of Edomites be counted as as Egyptians according to the scripture. They're known as the modern Egyptians. Also, they're going against each other right now, man. Shall fight everyone against his brother. All right. Yeah, that's what you're seeing happening. City against city, kingdom against kingdom. Also, that's gonna happen. All right. And that's why you saying these things here happening right now, man. Right, when you go to the book of it's like let's see if I can get book of Luke. It's the book of Luke chapter 21 and verse 25. It says here, and there will be strange signs in the sun, okay, and moon and stars that we've been seeing now. That's I'm reading in NLT, right? It's, there will be strange. It's like there will be strange signs in the sun and the moon and stars, and here on earth the nation will be in torment, perplexed by the rolling sea and strange tides. All right, torment. Let me see what that says here. Because nations right now they're going through that. They're going through it right now. Wrong. Right here. Right. This the word torm I'm gonna read it in the KJV. It says, there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. Distress of nations. That's what you're seeing taking place right now, man. Right, distress of nations. Holding together. When you go into the meaning, it says contracting part of a way. Metaphor: stress, distress, anguish or stress, anxieties. You see, people can't handle of what's happening right now, man. So that's why you're seeing that happening. People losing their minds. All right. Go to the Apocrypha real quick. Second Ezra chapter 9, and I'm just get to the point. In verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, Then shall thou understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, man. And we're seeing this happening, uproars of people going against the government. Okay, they're losing their mind, man. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, around verse 16. I'm gonna start from verse 14. Woe to the world and them that do it therein, for the sword and the destruction drove nigh, and one people shall stand up, fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right, so yeah, they didn't have swords, weapons in their hand, them people over there in Melbourne, but eventually, people gonna lose their mind. This shit's gonna keep going, and they're gonna lose their mind. Whoever got gun, whoever got anything they can get to, weapons, bats, machete, and all that. I know Melbourne, people over there, a few people over there got guns or whatever, but it hasn't come to that point yet, And then them police officers, they ain't gonna be shooting them, whatever they were shooting at, they're gonna be shooting bullets. All right, if they're still the ones being, called to stop the protesting, or if the army is gonna get involved. All right, that's gonna happen. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cost of their action shall stand in their power. See? The cost of their action shall stand in their power. And that's what you just saw right there. A cop got fucking hit when he was on the ground, and the one dude said, that's a coward move. Yeah, in a coward move, man. Them cops do worse. So, and I'm not telling nobody to go ahead and do that, but them cops are cowards, all right? And they deserve to, to get treated the same way they treat people, man, all right? Because there was an old man who got fucked up by by these cops, man. It was about I think three or four of them on him. Oh man, he had some type of diseases on him or some type of sickness on him. That's a coward move, but nobody said that, right? You see, it only matters when it comes to these dummies, these fucking people in high offices, man. That's when it matters, you know. But hey, man, it's coming, man. The worst hasn't happened yet. All right, this protesting is, are still gonna happen because these people are not gonna stop, especially when they find out that Revelation chapter 15, 16 is coming to play. They ain't gonna lose it. They're just going crazy right now with the lockdown. Some of them in there, they're protesting against the thing. They be injecting people. But imagine when it comes to what we know and what we've been waiting on. All right, Revelation 13 and 16. Imagine what the people gonna do, man. They're gonna fucking lose their mind. They're gonna go crazy, and that's when shit's gonna just be ridiculous, man. Right? Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. We in our time right now. You see these little things happening left or right, left, right, left, right. So hey, man, Yahweh Shema tries to bring judgment upon the earth, and all these things here are happening right now. Happening slowly. Then eventually, what's gonna happen, man? Eventually, it's gonna all happen, and hey, let's see. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 13. And it shall come to pass in our day, the day, that is coming right now, that a great torment from the Yahweh Bashim Yashar shall be among them, and they shall lay hold everyone on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall raise against the hand of his neighbor. Okay? Yeah, man. That's also gonna happen. Because when you look at it, man, the worst isn't happening yet. You know, you're gonna have people fucking trying to fight you, screaming at you because you didn't take the thing, all right? Because, you know, you believing in truth, that also is gonna happen, man, you know? You got that nigga fucking Slim Thug, he's losing it. Wait, imagine what, you know, he probably knows about Hebrew Israelite, but, you know, hey, he might be one of them niggas who might go after the brothers, you know? The brothers in his truth, man. You see, things like that, man. You know, you gotta take heed to things like that, all right? But that, it don't matter. You know, such things supposed to happen, and hey, Yapah is gonna visit all them wicked ass niggas, man. You know, they're gonna be visited. All these non-believers out there, you know, all these niggas that worship Esau, all right? Hey, you gonna receive your, you know, your judgment, okay? It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. All right? And you got what? You got one place against another. Over there in America, Texas, you know, being divided against these other, you know, states. One people against another. You got this happening over here in Australia, and one realm against another. And that's the main one, you know. Esau trying to put up a fight against Yahweh Shai, Archangel Archangel Michael, all right, and you know, and angels, you know, Esau's gonna try to fight him. That's one realm against another, right there. You know, all that is gonna happen as well, man. You know, so you know, I'ma just stop right here. You know, and Lord willing, this lesson was edified. And you know, if you brothers wanna, you know, add more scriptures to it, hey, go ahead and, you know, add more scriptures to it. You know, those were, you know, the scriptures that came to my you know, my head as I was at work today. Until, you know, I go through it, you know, show what's happening over here in Melbourne. You know, it might be you know, to you people out there, if this is getting annoying, I know, you know, annoying to you, me reporting, you know, these things happening over here, and hey, then just don't watch the videos. Just, you know, don't watch them. You know, if you see the title, you see, you know, the display image, just don't watch them. Just leave it alone. It ain't for you. You know, this is for the ones, okay, the watchmen out there, all right, and the believers out there who's following prophecies, man. Okay, so hey, Tawada to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Kakodash, for giving the spirit to do this session right here. And again, that honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Hey, Shalom.